Hey everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is me, blah 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 blah. Matic the Skeleton Troll. Hey, hey, hey. Good to see you guys. Well, some of you may have noticed, and others not so much. But as of today, I closed my Instagram account. I was on Instagram for, if I had stayed till December, I would have been on there 2 years. And today I made the decision to walk away from it. And I've had quite a few requests from people who I have gotten to know personally outside of Instagram as to why I did. And instead of repeating the same old story over and over and over again, I decided to simplify it by doing the video. So, but as is normal with every kind of vlog in the universe, we've got to make our preparatory statement, which is to say that this is in no way a reflection of how I feel about IG or the people on it. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm not trying to piss anybody off. I'm not trying to turn dogs into cats or Coke into Pepsi or cheese into whatever the opposite of cheese is. It's just a personal decision, but it was mitigated by circumstances. Let's come right out and say it. Bored, man. I was not getting out of Instagram the things that I needed to get out of Instagram. I got on Instagram originally as a means to showcase my poetry and use it as a vehicle to gain contacts, to gain networking ability, to, find poetry jobs if there were any, and also give me a chance to basically get in touch with the world. Let me tell you something. It got old fast. There was a point, and anyone who is on Instagram will know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're a writer on Instagram, there's things you got to watch out for. First and foremost is the blatant plagiarism. It doesn't matter how many times you watermark your work or how many times you put your name on it. There's always some douchebag who thinks it's perfectly okay to take your words that came from your heart and your soul, put it on a whole other background, put their name on it, and call it their own. To any of you who have done that, fuck you. And if you don't have enough ability to create your own art, at least have enough class to share the art that you do appreciate without trying to pass it off as your own. Because eventually the day will come where you'll be called on to prove your skills, or worse, called to answer for basically lying your ass off and taking a piece of poetry that is sometimes copyrighted, protected, registered, as a lot of my poetry is. Now, that did not happen in this case. I'm just simply saying this is some of the problems that I did have with it. Not only that, the constant, incessant purveyor of the people who follow to follow. I mean, I had over 1,500 followers on Instagram. It's more than some, not nearly as many as others, and I don't really hate on that. People follow or whatever, but my average likes on a post were anywhere from 30 to 60. I go on Instagram and I check my feed, and I actually spend an insurmountable amount of time going over it. And if you're a poet, I read your work. Pictures, easy. I look at it, I like it. Click it, next. Oh my God, that woman is extremely hot. Comment, you look hot. Whatever, next. That's Blaze Spaghetti, looks really good, although it's completely indistinguishable from the 900,000 other plates of spaghetti I've seen in my life. Whatever, good. And if it's poetry, I read it. If it's a story, I'll read it. And even though I do that because I don't want to be a ghost follower, at least at least 1,470 of my followers are. They don't they don't give me the courtesy of even a like on it. They don't comment on it. And even though I am grateful and deeply heartfelt for the 30 some odd people who do appreciate my work, it's a bitter pill to swallow, you know? And to those 30 people who have supported my work, you're in my heart, you're in my soul, and you are in my mind. And I will miss you and I will love you. But instead of leaving me likes and comments there, you can leave me likes and comments here on my channel, which is where I'm going to be spending most of my time, because I want this channel to grow. Not only that, but the kind of stuff that I was seeing on my feed, if it's not incessantly repetitive, the same shit over and over, and forgive me if you've heard this before, over again, it's also the haters. I'm not talking about people who hate a selfie I do or hate a piece of poetry I do. That was very few and far between. I feel very grateful for that. And that doesn't bug me. That just comes with, you put yourself on social media, you're going to get haters. It happens. Okay? But I'm talking about the people who straight up hate themselves. People who have body shaming issues. People who are man haters. People who hate black people. People who hate white people. People who hate Muslim people. People who hate Christian people. Just everything. I mean, look, it's a social network. You want to do something and do something on your own social network, great. But if you're going to make it something that personal, make it fucking private. You know? Because little children see the stuff that you do. You know? But that's my opinion. And my opinion means exactly zero when it comes to what people do. They're going to do no matter what I tell them or suggest, they're going to do what they want anyway. So whatever. That's fine. But when I first got on Instagram and I started getting followers and started making friends, it was a very warm and uplifting experience. But mostly, and I'll be honest, it was mostly because it was also a very new experience. I'd never done social media before. I'm not a Facebook kind of guy. You know, I don't do Twitter, bugs the crap out of me. Yeah, but Instagram was a healthy compromise between all the stuff that I wanted to do. And for the time, I loved it. It was fantastic. But it's just not for me anymore. It's not to say that I won't probably give it another try later down the road. Much later down the road. But as it is, what I was putting into it and what I was getting out of it are too far and too grotesque for me to continue with it. It was taking up too much time and I was not reaping any substantial benefit from it. I just wasn't feeling it anymore. In reality, there are maybe 10, maybe 15 people on Instagram in total who I legitimately care for and care about. The others, they mean nothing to me. But it's not because they don't mean, it's not because they've made a conscious choice not to be active on my page or kiss my ass or anything like that. It's not how I roll. But if you want to get famous, don't use my dime to do it. And if you're gonna want to get famous, do something more than nothing. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion, man. I could be wrong. So that's basically it, guys. So, but the plus side, though, is leaving Instagram does give me another opportunity, which is to do more videos on YouTube. And not just videos like this. I want to use my creative talents, as humble as they are, to do a variety of different content. And for the next month or so, it's gonna be strange, goofy, creepy. I don't know. I hope not creepy. That would be horrible. But it's definitely gonna be different. I mean, I'm a poet. I'm an unrepentant smartass. But I have good ideas, and YouTube is definitely a platform that I can express my ideas. And I don't have the same expectations from YouTube as I did from Instagram. I'm coming into YouTube with my eyes wide open. If you want to subscribe to my channel, bless you. Thank you for your support and welcome. I really hope that that the content that I create meets your needs and satisfaction. And I am always open to suggestions. Any suggestions that you may have that are positive, constructive, and not bullshit, leave them in the comment below. But if not, whatever. That's probably good. So, oh, on a side note, I did not do my show on Cameo Live. Duh. We noticed you didn't post anything for it. I was not feeling well. I was not feeling hot. I was actually feeling... Let me put it this way. If I had put a video of what my body was doing that night, I would have 10 million views easily. But I'm not going to make my money or make a living or get notoriety or fame by showing you the disgrace of the human body. Some people roll that way, not me. I don't have much class, but I do have some little taste, little modicum of decency. Not much. It's kind of cloaked in weirdness, but yeah. All right. Well, that's pretty much the nub of it, guys. That's the crux, the existential hub of what I was trying to do. But I want to emphasize one more time with feeling. The people that have supported me, I in turn love them, and I will legitimately miss them. And I'm easy to contact. So if you don't know how to contact me, trust me, you know somebody who does. Find out. So beyond that, as always, guys, keep your shadows at your feet and forever out of your heart. I love you. I appreciate you. You guys make me smile and make me scream. And I'll definitely do some poetry for you soon. But what kind of poetry will it be? Or maybe even do poetry, maybe do something different, I don't know. But whatever you do, I'll enjoy the show. Like it, subscribe it, share. You know the drill. The drill, baby. Drill is good. Latest.